Hi, it's Dr. Nadia, founder of the Doyenne Agency and host of Straight Talk About Sales with Dr. Nadia. This year, we've had the privilege of supporting about 15 different live events. We've done support for half day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day events. So it's been pretty cool. Some events we were just there for back-room sales. Others, we actually also did the sales piece, but we also ran the coaching zone, which was a lot of fun. And there's been a couple of lessons that I've learned this year through doing events. Also working with some joint venture partners to create some new offers to support entrepreneurs with their events next year. So definitely stay tuned for that. But a couple of things I just wanted to share about having an event. Having hosted my own multi-day event, let me tell you, there's a lot of things involved. There are a lot of moving pieces. It can be one of the most stressful things that happen in your life, and at the same time, one of the most rewarding. I love in-person events. I love being able to interact with people in person, live, sharing content, seeing their ahas and their breakthroughs. And so I get why they are so addictive and why people continue to do them in spite of all the roadblocks and, some of the pitfalls that come with it. So one thing I wanted to share today are just some things to consider. If you're thinking about having an event, especially an in-person event, a multi-day event, here's some things to just start to think about. And like I said, we're going to be rolling out some additional resources for entrepreneurs who want to host events. So if that's something you're interested in, please let us know so that we can make sure you get access to those resources. And if there's, we can support you next year at your event. We would love the opportunity to have that conversation as well. So the first thing is, what's the purpose of your event? Sometimes you hold an event and it's more so about awareness and building your brand. I've seen that many times where it's not so much about selling your high-end offer. So a lot of times you may see a tour, do this, be able to accomplish this goal, especially if you just recently launched a book. A lot of times people will couple the two, book, launch, tour, great. Sometimes not. And it's more so around brand awareness. So there may or may not be like a big offer at the end of the events. That may not be the whole purpose of it, but it really is just about getting in front of people, building your list, getting that brand awareness, starting to build your tribe and your community so that you can start to build those connections. That's really important. And it's important to understand the purpose because that will drive some of the other decisions that you're going to make as a result of having this event. One of the second things is if this is not just brand awareness, but you're actually doing this event because you are making an offer and it's to generate revenue in your business, because let's just face it, events can be very lucrative when done right. What is your offer? And I ask this question first because a lot of times we put together the event and then we think about the offer as an afterthought, when honestly you should think about the offer first because that's going to drive a lot of your content. It's going to drive all of your content. Let's just be clear. It's going to drive your content, but also who do you need to have in the room, which is number 3. Who needs to be in the room? Because here's the thing, if you fill the room with the wrong people, it doesn't matter what your offer is. It's not going to go over well. You're either going to end up getting people to say yes, that they're not your ideal clients. And so that's not going to be fun on the back end. Or you're going to make an offer to people that aren't right. And it's just not going to go over well. So you're not going to get the conversions that you're looking for in terms of getting the numbers that you were hoping to generate as your goal from hosting that live event. And with all the effort it takes to have a live event, all the moving pieces, it's really important to have that in mind. One thing I will also say is looking at the timing of it, making sure you give yourself enough time to get the right people in the room and looking at the strategy that you're leveraging to do that, whether you're doing things online, offline with JV partners. All of that is really important to consider as you're putting your event together. I've seen it happen time and time again. You pull together this great event. It looks fabulous on social media, but you walk away at the end of the day owing, you went in a hole for this event instead of walking away with profit. You want to be in the black. And you need to understand what that looks like. So you may want to start with a smaller event and build up, because it does take time sometimes to really build up to generating the type of buzz and getting the right people in the room and getting the numbers, and it's the effort. I know sometimes people make it look effortless, but I've been involved, like I said, quite a few events this year, and I can tell you it's a lot of work on the back end to make these things happen. You know, number 4 is, what support do you need? This is another one. A lot of times, you know, this was actually when I hosted my multi-day event, a big error on my part was I didn't have enough support. So I was trying to do way too much from an event perspective, and not enough energy was left over to really pour into my attendees. You know, it was a great event, but I was exhausted, like more so than I needed to be, because I didn't have balance. So making sure you have enough support, event support, whether you need an event planner, someone to help with the attendee experience, you know, sales, all of that is really important to think about, you know, supporting you at this event, because your job then is to focus on delivering amazing content and really building that connection and helping people have their transformation and breakthroughs. And it's really hard to do if you're running around dealing with the event staff and dealing with the caterers and looking at the menu when you're supposed to be on stage focused on delivering a world-class event. So definitely thinking about the support that you need. And the last thing is, how often do you want to have this event? Because again, that goes into your strategy. If you're doing this event annually, there are strategies that you can leverage so that next year won't be so hard. You know, you can start selling tickets to next year's event this year, but you have to sit down and really think about, what am I doing with this event? What's the purpose? What do I want to walk away with? Is this about brand recognition? Is this about building revenue in my business? I know some people that have an event once or twice a year, and that's how they fill their programs. And they're pretty much set for the year. So they don't have to do other launches and things like that throughout the year unless they choose to. So again, when you're looking at your business and you're looking at events, how are you going to leverage this to grow your business? But you need to be strategic and not just think about, oh, it's such a great idea to have an event because everyone's having an event. And then you walk away tired, broke, busted, disgusted, just over it. Because I'm telling you, events are challenging. They take a lot of work. And in many cases, they're expensive. And if you don't have the right strategy in place and you don't do some of these things and make sure that you're walking away from an event in the black, you'll walk away from an event in the red. And then sometimes if your business isn't healthy enough, it can do more harm than good. So these are just some things that I want you to start thinking about. Like I said, I love events. I think they are amazing. They're definitely a great tool to leverage in your business when done the right way. So taking time to really think through this is so important. So if you're thinking about an event for next year, like I said, stay tuned. We are working on some really cool things and resources to help you have not only a world-class event, but a world-class profitable event, right? How about them apples? So like I said, stay tuned. Think about it. One, what's the purpose of the event? What is your offer? What are you offering them? Are you offering to your year-long mastermind or a shorter program? What does that look like? What is that price point? Number 3, who needs to be in the room? Number 4, what support do you need? And finally, how often do I want to offer this event? Or just a few of the things that you need to start thinking about so that you can have not only a successful event, but a world-class event that does not wipe you out. And if you are not connected to us, I want you to head on over to drnadiabrown.com. Let's get connected. Because like I said, we have amazing resources for entrepreneurs around sales and events and the ways to grow your business so that you can build a profitable and sustainable business. That's drnadiabrown.com. Head on over, input your information. Let's get connected so that you can have these resources to grow your business. Stay tuned. Many, many great resources coming your way. This is Dr. Nadia signing off. See you soon. Bye-bye.